Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the stream. Nice to have you guys here. Today we are going to be doing something very simple. I actually went ahead and finished the pyramid off screen. Well, the half of it that I'm able to do until the update comes out, which apparently is happening next week. So let's cross our fingers and hope for that. But yeah, so uh, first, I'm going to take you guys over there and show you the pyramid and how it looks and what we have achieved with it. And then we are going to go around and put down all the plots um, for Egypt here. All like the medium wealth and low wealth and all of that sort of goodness. Ouch! And hopefully not get dominated by other enemies here. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and do that so that we can just get a general idea of what we need to do still in Egypt here as we go along. So let us hop up Zisa there. Yeah, so it's a bit of a walk to the pyramids. I don't know why it takes so long. Mm, I'm trying to think, like, if I put in minecarts or something, it would ruin the flavor of the area, because Egypt wasn't known for their minecarts or railways, surprisingly. But yeah, I'm trying to think of a way that I could make it fast. I guess most people have Elytra these days, so I actually have Elytra. I'm just not using them because I want to get a feel of what it's like to walk there. But I guess most people won't actually be walking along this way. What I do need to do as well is tidy up all of these, because those are no longer needed now that we have the actual pathway in place, and they are just looking untidy and all over the place. So basically, guys, that's what the stream today is going to be all about. Just going around, tidying things up, marking things down where we want to be building things, so that when the update comes, I'll have it all set and ready to start getting into some proper videos again. I've just been doing streaming in the meantime because, I don't know, it's just easier and more fun to do it this way for now, for all the grindy stuff. For the more serious building and stuff like that, that's when the videos come out. Because then you can edit it together and make it look cool. But anyway, guys, here's the pyramid, and as you can see, it's slowly rendering in. It takes a while to render in. It doesn't render in all at once, unfortunately, just because of its sheer size. So yeah, let's... oh, getting a bit of lag there, but oh well. Let's climb to the top, shall we? And see what it looks like from the top of the pyramid. So up we go. It does take quite a while to get up here, and as you can see, I've already poured the water down it. I tried to wait until as few people were online as possible before I poured the water down, because I didn't want to cause lag for too many people, so that's why I didn't do it on a stream or anything like that as well, just because... But the lag it caused wasn't actually too bad. And you can still, like, if I do this, you can kind of see in the corner, like, look at that part of the screen. You can see over there the temple from the distance, but you can quite clearly see the Colosseum. But once we get to the top of the pyramid, I think it's completely invisible. So that's interesting in and of itself. But my render distance is set like extra far, thanks to Optifine. Which button is it to zoom with Optifine? Oh, there we go, C. So if I do this, and it just zooms into fog. So yeah, that doesn't really help. I thought it would zoom and include it like it does on the edge of the screen sort of thing, the edge focus. Oh well, pity it doesn't. Okay, so let's keep on climbing up here. Shouldn't be too hard to get up here, because it's just a straight climb. What I do have to be careful of is creepers and stuff like that, because quite often I've come up here and there's been a creeper just chilling up here. Obviously somebody's visited during the night and it hasn't despawned or whatever, and then it just blows a hole in the side of the pyramid because I walk into it, because it creeps up on me. That's what it does. You think bright green on white would make me notice it, but nope. But yeah, so just have to be careful of creepers, otherwise I have to do some repair work. The worst was when it hit the top over here and knocked out a few of the gold blocks, because that sucked. But oh well. Alrighty, so let's just keep on heading upwards then, and hopefully get closer to the top. And here we are at the gold capstone, and finally we have reached the top of the pyramid. Right, guys, and this is what the view is from here. As you can see, it's not quite that amazing because most of the world isn't rendered in. But yeah, you get an idea of the scale of the thing, at least. Come on. See, this is why I don't often use the Elytra, because for me, they are so hard to activate. There we go. Alrighty. Just let that load in a bit. And then look back. So yeah, guys, this is half the pyramid done. Pretty happy with that. Because at least that will be half of the work done for that. Now I won't have to worry about it in the future. And it definitely states its place. It looks good there. I like it. It came out pretty cool. And a big shout out and a big thank you to Griff. He went and he lit up the entire underneath the pyramid, so it is no longer a death trap. That is huge. That is awesome. That is amazing. I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, that's cool. For now though, what I want to do is get some sleep, because we need to start marking out how we are going to build buildings and where we are going to build them and so forth. So let's take a sleepy here. Okay, so the stuff that we're not going to touch, because as far as I know, Addie is still planning, she hasn't let me know otherwise, is still planning to do the high wealth area in Egypt. So I don't want to touch any of that stuff, because I want to leave that entirely up to her to do what she wants to do with it. But for like the low wealth and the medium wealth, we can do stuff like that. Hey dude, how's it going? Nice to see you. I'm so glad you could join us. This is a very chilled out stream. Not so high energy as usual, unfortunately, but getting there. So let's, we're just going to be placing stuff and working out where we're going to be putting stuff. So generally for these low wealth houses, I've been making them like roughly this big. So it's about 4x4 or so blocks. But in order to get this like 4x4 pattern, you need to find like a space like this. And then you just place it down in your square. But what I have been doing is I've been varying it up a bit. So not every single one is 4x4. It's like 4x3, or then there's another one like 5x3, or just different variations like that. And we have a Husker on the corner here that's come to say hi. So he needs to go bye-bye. Excuse me, sir. Oh, that was a terrible bow shot. And come right up to me. Thank you. You made me hungry, but I don't really care. Okay. Okay, so let's put another house down here. And what we are going to do then, just make this one a little bit wider, just for a bit of variation in the houses. I don't know why things are so laggy tonight as well. It's quite strange, but oh well. We shall deal. Alrighty, so let's do this. Okay, and knock out one of those blocks. Here we go. And, so how's your week been? You had a good one so far? I had a very interesting week, let's just put it that way. So far. Got a lot accomplished at least, but yeah. Alright, so now what we need to do... Oh. Is do this, so that we've got this entire area covered. And how far back do I want these houses to go? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock out a few more blocks here, just so that we've got a bit more spacing to work with. Lag, okay. And then we're going to come around, make this one quite a biggish house. Lucky guy that gets this one. He gets a 1 block bigger house than most people. Okay. Let's put a few more houses back here. Yeah, so basically we're going to be filling all of these in afterwards, but for now the idea is to just come in here and place down what we can. And yes, I know I'm using a different block from what I used, but I thought that would be interesting for a bit of variation as well, so that it's not just all exactly the same. Like some of them have those blocks, some of them have these blocks, whatever. Okay, let's come over here and build a house here. Let's actually make this one like quite a big one, like so. And then this can be like a sort of roadside tower or something like a watchtower. So let's just, to remind myself that that's what it is, just build it a bit higher up there. And then I'll remember when I make it why I did that, that has to be a tower and not a house. But because we've got a tower there, I think we need another house here. So what we need to do is come in and put one in. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's quite good. That should fit that space nicely, at least. Alright, so yeah. Let's see now. Has Addie been doing any work whatsoever? Doesn't really look like it. Yeah, she's got a full-time job and whatnot, so. But I'd like to start seeing some progress in this area. This was here last time I was here. So that's still there, hasn't changed. And the Nile still looks the same. What is this, though? That's odd. That's the granary I built down there. Okay, and the roads are still all the same. They haven't been changed. I think this one actually needs to be a bit thicker there. There we go. Okay, so now let's start thinking, how do we want... Okay, so we've laid out these ones. Let's carry on with medium wealth here. So these, the key to the medium wealth is that they're going to be all different shapes and sizes. So they'll have interesting shapes to them, and when we eventually build the buildings around them, it's going to come out quite interesting, I believe, I hope, because they will each look different from each other, but they will also look quite luxurious, and people will hopefully want to live in them. So let's do that, okay, and then let's do this around here, like so. If we can stop getting the lag, that would be lovely. And there, but they're still close together because we still want to get that feeling of like compactness, like everyone is living on top of each other, and this is a big city hub sort of thing. It's not wide open country spaces or wide open deserts. This is just everybody for themselves sort of thing, living together in the city. Okay, and then what we want to do is come through this way, jump over, and keep going this way until whereabouts? Until about here? Yeah, and then let's do a little bit of a turn there and bring it in and out again, and all around. There we go. And this is going to have a nice curved shape to it actually, so that will be an interesting one to build, especially since it backs right up on the other one here. So this will be like a little dead end alley right over there. That'll be quite interesting. Okay, and then here I think we can do a little bit of a turn here. There's no space to do a turn there. Okay, and then we can bring this out a bit. Yes, actually there is. I am busy working on one of the people commented and requested that I do a Christian perspective on My Hero Academia. So I have been busy working on that. I've just watched through the first season again, and I think that video is going to be mainly based on the first season of My Hero Academia, mainly focusing on Deku, but also a bit on Bakugo. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. This is why I do those videos with a script, but that's what my mind has surfaced for their names at the moment. So yeah, that video is mainly going to focus on that, because that's the season that I've just watched through. It's got a lot of very interesting things. It's like a Japanese take on a Western superhero show. So it's a very interesting set of circumstances that the characters find themselves in and whatnot. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I don't want to spoil it too much for those that haven't seen it. That's why at the beginning of all my videos, I always say, if you're already prepared for spoilers, then you can keep watching. Because I don't want to spoil people the enjoyment of having watched something the first time. It's a terrible feeling. But yeah, I definitely am. And after that, though, I don't really have anything planned in terms of my next Christian perspective. Somebody suggested I do Bleach, but I never ever watched Bleach. Just simply because I watched like one episode of it, and it didn't seem the type of show I'd enjoy. So nothing against it, just not in my tastes. So I don't know enough about it to do a video on it. Alrighty, and let's keep going with the house building here. Awesome, I'm glad. It'll probably be out in the next, like about next week this time, by next week this time, because it takes quite a bit of editing to try and put all together the right shots and whatnot. But yeah, definitely look forward to it for next week. It should be coming out then. And Angel's just left the game, unfortunately. He must have been working on the world tree for a bit there. Okay, now we're starting to encroach on Addie's place, so I'm going to stop there and then... Ah, he came back. Maybe he was having some block lag problems. Like the lag I'm getting for some reason. Okay. So let's come back over this way and keep on building our low-cost housing out this way. Oh gosh. Bit of a lag. Okay. Keep digging. Alright. I'm trying to more or less keep the terrain where it is, but also like where there would have been a bit of digging naturally. I'm trying to fit that in so that it's like to accommodate housing and stuff like that. Right. What helps as well with trying to work out landscaping in the desert areas is the fact that the sand falls. So it helps you keep or maintain the general feel of the desert and not ruin things too much. Okay, where is sandstone? Here we go. Alrighty. And it is getting nighttime, so I'm going to go to sleep. I can only sleep at night, but it's not night yet, unfortunately. Come on. Come on, bed. You can do it. You can work. I love the fact that you can bounce on beds now, by the way. one of the features that I really enjoy that they've added. I'm doing it. Done. How's that for service? Alrighty, so come on, daytime. Come on. You can do it. Angel appreciates the service. Okay. Maybe a little house in here? Yeah. Let us build for ourselves a lovely little house here. Okay. Oh gosh. Bit of lag. Around down here. A little notch in there. There we go. Okay, we're getting places, doing things. 2, 3, 4. 2. There we go. Shonen Maid. No, I have not heard of that one. Is it any good? Okay, let's put another house over here. Shonen means boy though, right? If I'm remembering correctly from my Japanese. Yeah, because you get shoujo and shonen, and shoujo is for girls and shonen is for boys, if I remember correctly. Alright. Let's just keep placing the blocks down. There we go. Nice. And we need another one in this general area here. Okay. And there we go. Squeeze that one in quite nicely. Quite nicely indeed. Then we need to do some more. Not s'more. I've never actually had a s'more. Yes, I know. That's amazing. But I've always wondered that people seem to think that they are incredibly tasty, so that's always something. Okay. There we go. And here we are. Break that down. Oh gosh. Lag. Thank you for going away. Pretty good for the most part. Okay. Might have to check that one out then. Depending on how my time goes. I'm actually busy studying at the moment for a course to teach English. to foreign students. So it's like a TEFL, it's called TEFL, Teaching English Foreign Language course. So that is taking up a lot of my time at the moment. Part of the reason why I'm doing the stream today instead of on Tuesday or Wednesday like I usually do. Because I'm busy waiting, I'm doing it online, so I'm busy waiting to hear back from my trainer at the moment, so I've got a bit of free time on my hands. Yep. It's just something that I'd really like to get into, teaching. It's, you know, just the ability to be able to help somebody acquire a skill that they didn't have for before. And there's that old expression that those who can't do teach, but I really don't abide by that saying at all. I believe that those who can do teach. It's very important that a teacher knows what it is that they're going to be teaching and will be able to teach it correctly and to the students. So it's a very, very good. I have higher respect for teachers, and that's pretty much why I want to become one as well, is because I respect that profession so highly. Just, you know, that willingness to share the knowledge that you have with the next generation and pass it on and help people and just improve their lives in general. I don't know how many of you have had a good teacher in your lives at some point or other, but I can tell you the difference between a good teacher and a bad teacher is night and day. And you can really, really feel when you've had a good teacher, the impact that they've made on your life. And not just in the subject that they're teaching, but just in your life in general. And the way you approach life changes just because of that person having been in your life. So that's the kind of impact I want to have, you know, for the good. I want to be able to help people, and I think that's the way that I'd best be able to help people. Alrighty, let's see now. As a result of that as well, though, I'm pretty tired. I don't know if you can hear from my voice. It's not as bubbly and energetic as usual, but I've been putting a lot of hours into studying and doing stuff for that, so I'm pretty tired. But it's worth it. Okay. Here we go, and let's put another one over here. Oh gosh, there we go. It's funny how when it lags out like that and then 2 blocks appear at once. Okay, need some more food. Okay, put another house here. Cool, and then let's come around this side and start building the houses up this way a bit. Oh gosh, doing some funny elytra jumps there. Was not intentional. Okay. And then bring this down like that. And just to get this place filled up and compacted as much as we can with so many houses, because this is a true city, metropolis. Okay. Let's do here. Oh gosh, stop it. Thank you. Tools, please select. I may have to log out and log back in actually. That's awesome, man. I'm so glad you have a good teacher in your life too. Especially in art, because art is an amazing thing. I actually really like art myself. I like drawing and viewing art. I like listening to different types of music and stuff, so yeah, the whole arts world is very cool. And when you've got an inspired person who really respects God, it reflects in their work a lot. Like Johann Sebastian Bach, I know he used to sign all of his pieces with his own name, and then he, on top of that, all of his pieces of music he used to sign with his own name, and then on top of his own name he would write some, I can't quite remember what he would write, but it would be something along the lines of "To God be the glory." And if you ever listen to any of Bach's music, it is glorious, it is absolutely wonderful, and you can see that truly it was an inspired work. A lot of art comes from like where your inspiration lies. Does it lie in worldly stuff or in selfish matters, or does it lie in God? And I think it really shows through in the final piece of art when it does lie in God, that inspiration. Okay. Let's keep going through here. And through here as well. On a happy note, I just released my very first ever game yesterday. And if you guys want to go check that out, if you go onto my channel and look at the video called Space Miner Escape, it's a big project. Took me a while to finish, and go easy on it because, like I said, it is my first ever game that I released. But it's completely free. You don't have to pay for it. If you want to, you can always leave a donation. There is the option there, but it is completely free. And go check it out and let me know what you guys think. Yeah, thanks. Just saw that you said that you'll check that out sometime, so thanks. That'll mean a lot. Put a lot of work into that project, and I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. I think it's a very fun little game. Only 20 levels, so it's not the longest game in the world, but it definitely is a lot of fun to play. Also learnt a lot about using voice modulators for that game, because you get a little like robotic AI assistant in it, who introduces introduces various levels to you. So I had to do the voice lines for that, but of course my voice, well, I hope my voice isn't too robotic, so I had to put it through a voice modulator for that, and I learnt a lot about using voice modulation, so that was an interesting experience. Learned a lot from making that game in terms of programming, in terms of how to scale out art, in terms of voice modulation, so it was a very worthwhile experience for me. And now I get to share it with everyone, which is super awesome. Okay, let's bring another house in here. Last time I checked, it had 3 downloads so far, so not the best in the world, but at least it is better than none. Okay. And then we shall come around here. Oh gosh, that didn't work out too well. Whoa, hello screen. Okay, so we need another sleepy sleep. Let's actually sleep inside the house this time. Come on. Work, bed, work. It's not quite nighttime yet, but hopefully it will be soon. Just wait for the sun to set here properly. How are we doing on resources? Okay, used about half of the stuff we had allocated so far. Can I sleep now? Not yet. No? Nope. No? Nope. Wait for the sun to dip a little bit below the horizon. Yes, there we go. Oh, and I don't think I ever showed you guys the second lion that I had finished, so when we wake up in the morning, I'll go and show you guys that. So now I finally have 2 lions in front of the temple over here, so that's pretty cool. Come on, son. You can rise nicely, quickly, with haste, with speed. I'm a bit impatient today. There we go. Okay. Here we go, and let's walk around this side. Ta-da! So yeah, we got 1 lion over here, and we got another one on the other side, the original one. So now we finally have the 2 lion statues in the front. So I think that makes it look much more complete. We still only have 1 owl at the back though, so need to work on that other owl at some stage. Alrighty, and jump up here. Jump up, don't be scared. Okay. I've been watching too many Super Mario Odyssey videos. Got the lyrics stuck in my head. Okay. This way, there we go. And come through the side. What else? This way. So I recently picked up Animal Crossing for the 3DS. Never played an Animal Crossing game before, and I'm actually quite enjoying it. The ability to create your own town and everything, and lay it out pretty much how you want. The only thing you can't change is where the villagers build their houses, which kind of sucks because sometimes they build houses in places you don't want there to be houses, but oh well, I guess you basically play the mayor of the town of Annals, and you have to see to their needs and build public works projects, go fishing, do all sorts of stuff. There's all sorts of daily activities you need to do. So yeah. You're on a Christian manga series. Okay. What is it called? Are you making it, or? If you are, that's pretty cool. Alrighty, let's drop that down. So yeah, like I was saying with Animal Crossing, and it's quite interesting how each of the animals has their own personality, and like you can give them items, and later on you'll see the items in their homes and stuff like that, and it's pretty cool. I really enjoy it, seeing how everything interacts and is interactable in that world. Enjoying it so far, and you collect fossils every day and can put them in your museum, and various other things like fish and insects and whatnot, and pieces of art. Still haven't had the art guy visit my town though, which is irritating. I've had it for well over a week now, so he is rather scarce. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Oh, there we go. Another anime that I was hearing a lot of people talk about, but I don't know much about, is Trigun. Apparently there's a Christian character in that anime. If that is the case, that is going to be very interesting to me, because I don't believe I've watched an anime with an overtly Christian character, like one who professes his faith in the anime as being such. So that would be interesting to see. But like I said, time is the issue for me at the moment. Oh. Break this block. Alrighty, and then came out around this side. So we've got quite a few houses lining the walkways here. So let's build out some in the second row here, so that we can start getting a bit of depth to the city. So it's not just against the road, but it is a little bit in, so you get a bit like, what would you call them? Alleyways and stuff like that, I guess. There we are. Build this in. Oh gosh, no. There we go. It's amazing how your mind looks for patterns even when there are none. Like it will make correlations to things that don't really exist, and it's pretty fascinating to me actually. Alrighty. Okay, so let's build a third row out now. So from here. Okay, that works nicely. Our minds are very good at finding patterns. Even when those patterns are not supposed to be there, we find them. Like faces in the clouds and stuff like that. Okay. And then come down here. Okay, and I think it gets a bit too thing there, so we'll need to come this side now. Build a house down here maybe. Okay. And then maybe one on the side. Cool. Alrighty, so let's come around here then and see how we are doing from a bit of a higher elevation. So this is what I'm just going to do for now. Just pillar on up. Old school style. This is how, if you want to do it height. Angel? What are you talking about, dude? Anyway. Let's carry on up. Alrighty. Alrighty, I think that's looking quite cool. I think that's as far as we'll go for the low cost housing. We'll have our medium cost there. Okay, so we'll have our medium cost housing over there. Then over here, we are going to be doing some military stuff. So as you can see, I've already got horses there. Character's name is Wolfwood, I think. What is that, from the manga or from Trigun? Anyway, yeah, so we're going to be building medium. Maybe we can build another set of medium wealth there, but no, I don't think so. I think we'll leave that blank because you need some open desert around the city. So we'll just have the low wealth up here. We'll have the military over there, the medium wealth there, the high wealth there, and then farming and whatnot. What we do need to carry on working on is the river over here. So, and Addy was wanting a giant oasis. So I think what I'm going to do now is go and do some digging. But first I need to go and heal my shovel, because my shovel is not doing well. Or mend it, rather, not heal it. Sponges, I assume he meant. Not that I know of. Trigun, okay. So Wolfwood and Trigun. Okay, cool. I must definitely keep an eye out on that, because I'm interested to see the Eastern take on Christianity, what it's like. Okay. Because what I do when I make Christian perspective videos is I don't do it to find Christianity where there is none. I do it to find what lessons I've learned from watching that particular show. So I'm not saying that those shows have Christian morals. I'm not saying that they necessarily support Christianity in any fashion. What I'm just showing is, as a Christian, what I learned from watching those animes and my thoughts on that anime as a Christian watching it. A lot of people tend to get offended though, if you look in the comments of those videos, like, how dare you make a video based talking about Christianity when this is clearly an Eastern production and whatnot, and they're not Christians. And but the thing is, I'm not saying that they are. I'm not attacking their beliefs. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just stating from my beliefs how I see things. People these days tend to get offended way too easily, I found. It's like, just relax, take things as they come, and you know, if something offends you, then cool, that's fine, I understand, but there's no need to go off about it. If the creators of those animes have a problem, they can contact me and I'll take the video down. It's that simple. They haven't done that, so it's no problem with them, so why should you get offended with it, is my point of view. Alrighty, so up we go. And I'm just going to turn game sounds off quickly, because otherwise you'll hear the sound of about 20 minecarts banging against each other, I believe, up top here. This is basically the gold farm in the Nether, in case any of you haven't seen it. And this is where I come to repair my shovel and get my gold. Yeah, I do a lot of digging between the sand and the gravel and the dirt. So shovel is a very important tool to keep nice and repaired. The only problem with the gold farm here is that if anybody at all is anywhere in the Nether other than you, it stops working, because they steal all the mobs from you. So that kind of sucks. But otherwise it works really well. It looks like nobody's in the Nether at the moment, thank goodness. So we get to have a nice safe trip in the Nether to gather up all stuff. Also, another little help hint: take off all your stuff while you are mending your tools, because that repairs it much quicker for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it's just the way it works. Like if you have a mending pick with efficiency 500 and you're mining with a beacon and you're not wearing any armor, you can pretty much get away with never having to go and repair it with experience farms. But if you are wearing armor, then it does wear down, because for some reason the experience that you get from the ores then isn't enough. Even though your armor is fully repaired and it shouldn't really be affecting things, it still seems to take some of the experience from the thing. It's weird. Right, I just need to adjust myself in my chair quickly. Sorry if there's a bit of noise. There we go. All adjusted. Alrighty. So now that we've got our shovel cleared out, I'll go and show you where Addy has planned the oasis to be. Ministry reviews, yeah. Just to show forth, you know? Yeah. I get you, bud. I get you. 100%. Okay, I guess I can turn the sound on now. There we go. Cool. And we can come through this way. What is this? AAA. It's a weird sign to have in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Let's come through here. And yeah. That's my portal. I almost went into crafting Mantis's portal. We would have landed up in Rome. Not exactly where I want to be right now. Okay. Is it nighttime again? Looks like it might be, so it's sleepy time. Sorry, was late that time. I was in the nether, carrying my shovel. Okay. The nights take so long because the way the server's built is that the more people that are sleeping, the faster the night goes. So if you're the only one that's sleeping through the night, it takes quite a while. And he obviously is in the middle of nowhere with no bed or something, so that's why he's not sleeping to help. Otherwise he would. Angel's a very great guy. Nice guy. Okay, let us head towards the oasis area that she prepared. She basically marked out the entire area that she wants to be dug out for the lake. So let's see, I think this is the start of it here. Yeah, okay, so let's just start digging. And this dirt will be going to Crafting Mantis because she needs it. She has asked me to deliver any dirt I get to her, so I will be doing so. Oh no, this is just a natural forming cave entrance. Whoops. Whoopsie. But that is close to this area. Yeah, this is the area I was looking for. Okay. Oh well. Now it's an even wider cave entrance. Okay, let's carry on for this area. Actually, Psalms at the moment. I was going through. I've often wished with Psalms that there was sheet music back in the day. Like there was a way to record the actual music to the Psalms. Because we left with just the words, and that's not the way that it was originally heard. You know, you would have heard all of the Psalms with the music. So if there was a way to hear the Psalms instead of just read the Psalms, that would be amazing, because there is some really, really good stuff in the Psalms. Beautiful, beautiful verses there. Alrighty. Okay. Now, these trees are going to need to go bye-bye, but I do not have an axe, so this may take a while. Use my bow. Like a bow saw. Huh? And yourself, what have you been looking into? Up we go. There we go. These acacia trees are very annoying to chop down just because of the way that they grow. They don't just go straight. You have to like go at all funny angles to get rid of all the logs. There we go. And we can go down. There we go. And then we need to get rid of this acacia tree. Or a cha-cha, as some people say. Knock out all of this wood. Yeah, it really would have been cool. Like, especially since a lot of them were written by David, and David was known for his harp playing. And I've always thought that the harp was one of the most beautiful instruments, beautiful sounding instruments ever. So to hear that sort of harp music would have been absolutely amazing. But there was obviously a reason why it did not happen that way. Proverbs and Revelations, quite the heavy combo there. Two very, very serious books. Good books, like all of them, but very serious ones, those two. Alrighty. Are you enjoying them so far? Okay, I need to get on up one more, two more there actually, so I can get to this higher log. There we go. Alrighty, so that's that done. Let's eat some food. Num. Hey Griff. Nice to see you, man. Let's keep on digging out here. Griff's not responding. Sadness. Oh, lagging. There is a ghost block there. Oh, there we go. Yay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Oh, chip. These ghost blocks, man. Tired, but good. And you? Dun, dun, dun. That's something that I have to work on, by the way. Also, in terms of my English, is my spelling. Ugh, I have terrible, terrible spelling. Oh, snap. Oh. Indeed. Okay, so let's put that away. I don't know if she needs grass or just dirt, but I'll give her both. Just in case. Just need to keep digging. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. Griff is such a nice guy. Really, really is. Always has a good thing to say. And he's also very, very funny. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. You could say it's one of the 7 half wonders. And I think so. Oh, okay, there we go. Alrighty, so let's keep digging through here. One of the biggest things I'm looking forward to in the update is the fact that there will be no more ghost blocks. Because ghost blocks are no bueno. I believe that is the correct way to say that phrase. I know very, very, very little thing. I don't think so, Griff. I think... don't know about that. I think Y2K and Squid are gonna be massive. Just judging by the size of the area that they're digging out for their builds. Da-da. Can't wait to see what you build. Alrighty. Okay. Let's get some gravel while we're here. We might as well, since it's out in the open like this first, and we don't have to go underwater for it. Because we're still going to need a whole bunch more gravel when we working on our stuff, so yeah. Working on the other half of that pyramid. Okay. There we go. I know when BC comes back on the server, because he's at a bit of a hiatus because he's busy moving at the moment, but when he comes back on the server, he's going to be building Jerusalem. And oh my gosh, if you guys don't know BC, oh, I can't wait to see what he does. He is literally, like, I would call him the best Minecraft builder that I know. And once he does something, he does it so well. So I can't wait to see what he does with Jerusalem and how he approaches it. I'm really, really looking forward to see that being built. Alrighty. So let's keep digging our way through this dirt. How are we doing on inventory space? Getting there. It's getting full. This is a huge area to dig out, so oh well. It'll be worthwhile once the water can be filled in. Okay. Let's put all this dirt in here. There we go. Get out our shovel once again. Oh gosh, that was some lag. That's what you get. No slacking. No bathroom breaks allowed. Okay. Oh, Angel is apparently making bees. Oh, it would fit with the old tree, I guess. But I don't know, maybe like a beanstalk? What peas grow in pods? So, but do they grow on vines? As far as I know, they grow in pods, but on vines. I'm not quite sure how they work. Because I wonder how that fits into the world tree that he's building. Alrighty. Meh, indeed, sheep. Meh, indeed. Oh, Angel's camera account has just joined. Alrighty. Keep on going this way. I really need to bring an axe and chop down these trees. That's why I'm just leaving them for now. Because to knock down all that wood little by little is just going to take far too long. Oh gosh. That was a quick visit. Ouch! No! He ended up defeating himself. My bow skills tonight are terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you messed something up, man. That's not cool. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Taking some block damage there. Oh gosh, and another skeleton. Where are these guys coming from? They can go back to wherever they came from, coming from. That's for sure. Ooh, oh, okay. Let's head on back up there. Carry on straight through here. Eat our last piece of meat. Yep, that is indeed our last piece of meat. And then just finish that. And I think there are a lot of ghost blocks around. The lag is getting worse. And I'm running out of things to talk about. So I'll be ending the stream. Thank you guys very, very much for joining me for the stream. I've enjoyed having you guys chatting and catching up. I've also enjoyed the amount of progress we got done in various areas. So thanks for joining me for that. and I hope to see you guys again soon. Remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.